I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Distinguished colleagues, parents, households, welcome. Congratulations, class of 2023. If you could, graduates, please indulge me by standing. Please take a moment to find your family in the crowd and give them a round of applause today. Well done. Thank you. You may be seated. Graduates, as much as today is all about you, it is also about those who have invested so much in you. In their minds, those people out there, you are the very best who have come before them. This past summer, I was motivated to accept this position as your interim principal because after coaching here over 20 years ago, I appreciate how special your school and your community are. In addition to this community, what you as students bring to the table, this faculty, in my opinion, are one of the most kind and most empathetic group of adults I have come across. Not only towards you, but to me. They're wonderful people. I also want to say thank you to Superintendent McCormick and my educator colleagues for the support this year. These qualities make you and North Brookfield uncommon. Another individual who is uncommon, in my opinion, I draw from history, a gentleman by the name of John Lewis. Let me tell you about John Lewis. He stands out as much as anyone in history. You see, John Lewis was an activist and participant in the struggles of the modern civil rights movement. He challenged not only white supremacists through peaceful protest, but he also challenged the likes of Dr. Martin Luther King for not doing enough to enfranchise the oppressed. For instance, in the Civil Rights March from Selma, Montgomery in Alabama, John Lewis received a skull fracture from the Alabama State Police for participating in a peaceful march. With this context, I want to burden you with the questions of John Lewis, which confront me every day. Those questions are, if not me, who? If not now, when? These questions truly are a burden because it is a challenge. It is a challenge to participate in your community, to serve and make a difference. That could be teaching, that could be coaching, that could be, yes, running for political office. But most importantly, what this school has done for you, it has taught you how to think. Remember, schools do not teach you what to think, but rather how to think. I challenge you to meet these questions in the service of your community on a variety of levels. Congratulations to you and your families. Thank you.
We would now like to present medals to the top 4 students of the class of 2023. I would now like to ask the 4th-ranked scholar, Ty Babineau. Please come forward.
Hey guys, how's it going? There's a lot more people here than I thought there was going to be. So last Monday, I decided to start writing the speech for today. I thought I was speaking last, considering I was 4th, but I was wrong. So instead of doing a typical boring speech, I decided to have a little fun with it, only a little bit though. So there's not actually a name for 4th ranked, it's just 4th ranked. So I decided I would come up with one. Now, I don't know how I took 4th rank from Sarahi or Hadriana, but we're here. So first you have to break down the top 2 ranks. Valedictorian, or the top rank, derives from the Latin word valedicere, which means to say goodbye. Salutatorian is derived from Latin salutorius, which basically means the person giving a greeting at an event. So both of these pertain to giving some sort of greeting or farewell to you. So I did some research. I tried finding a word that meant both hello and goodbye in English, but as far as I'm aware, there isn't one. So I turned to my 3 years of torture in French. Unlike English, French has a word that means both hello and goodbye, salut. So, hopeful, I tried translating French to Latin, no such luck. I have to mention I never took Latin, I only took 3 years of French. I also considered using iterum vale, or goodbye again, but I didn't quite like how it flowed and it was really close to valedictorian. So, trying to keep with the idea of both saying hello and goodbye, I changed languages. Remembering my French trauma, salut was the first one that popped in my head. I thought I was done, but it's really close to 2nd ranked. In fact, the first time I typed it up while writing this speech, I typed salutatorian. So I kept thinking, Italian has ciao, but ciao-tatorian doesn't sound right. Hawaiian has aloha. Aloha-torian sounds pretty cool, but it didn't quite work. The last word I found was some Austrian-German word, service. Servitorian. Sounded pretty cool. I liked it at first, but it didn't compare to valedictorian or salutatorian. So I did what anyone struggling with any sort of writing or wordsmithing would do. I went to an English teacher. I went to Mr. Hatch and presented him with my idea for this speech. He seemed to like it and tried to help me come up with a title. We tried sticking to the theme of saying goodbye and hello to symbolize us saying goodbye to elementary school and high school and saying hello to a whole new chapter. But we couldn't find anything that quite worked. So he looked up the word for 4th in Latin, quartus. I didn't even think of using the word 4th in Latin at first. Quartatorian, that sounded pretty good, good enough for me. Now I was done. Short, sweet, to the point. The speech was a little bit longer than I originally expected, but I feel like it was better than writing a boring old speech. With that, I'll let someone else talk, and as the class of 2023's newly appointed Quartatorian, I must say salut and thank you.
I would now like to ask the 3rd-ranked scholar, graduating with honors, Matthew Adams. Please come forward.
Hello, administration, staff, family, friends, townspeople, and finally my fellow graduates. I stand on this stage today talking to you all in the seats as an 18-year-old adult. Those words I would never believe would come out of my mouth. Behind me are my friends and classmates. Not everyone that I thought would be sitting down next to me are there, and some who I wish were here are not. I went through middle school thinking and hoping high school was going to be the best time of my life. I can't say that that statement wasn't true, but it definitely didn't go as I planned it. So many ups and downs flooded into high school, and I never anticipated it. I did learn all the wrongs and just about all the rights in life so far for my age, I hope. But there is always more to learn down the road. That's life. I want to say thank you to my family who taught me how to present myself and allow me to have the life that had all the ups and downs and all the twists and turns that could possibly have happened. It taught me a lot. Thank you to my friends who kept me in check, happy, and just being there for me for all my continuous hours of dealing with me and my thoughts. There were too many thoughts. Thank you to the staff who show me how adults can be lazy and procrastinate just like how students are at times. It eases the stress that I have about being adult. It takes you, yourself, to make the change that you want. Thank you to the people who showed me the hurtful things that can come for the world. The world isn't sunshine, rainbows, and flowers, that's for sure. It had thorns and things that hurt, but that's only for a short period. Time moves forward, so does life. Finally, I want to thank myself for being able to stand here and talk to everyone. Never in a million years did I think I'd make it up here on this stage. I never expected life after the age of 16, but here I am. Life is full of challenges, surprises, and some malarkey, that's for sure. But I made it out, and I can only thank my friends and family for that. Everyone and everything that has happened to me made me who I am today. Same goes for every single person on this stage. Keep being yourself. That really makes you happy. Keep pushing yourself. Thank you, North Brookfield, and don't forget to be awesome.
Next, I would like to welcome our Salutatorian. Graduating with high honors, Sophia Hernley has her address to the class.
Good afternoon, teachers, parents, staff, students, and family. My name is Sophia Hernley, and I am the class of 2023's president, along with the Salutatorian. I would like to thank you all for joining us this morning to celebrate the North Brookfield class of 2023's graduating seniors. I would like to say a special congratulations to all the students behind me making a huge achievement in their journey through life. Every one of us worked hard for the last 4 years, facing challenges and overcoming them. Today is the day where we all begin to reach for the stars and all of our goals start to become reality. Time has flown by without many of us noticing. It feels like yesterday we were running through the halls trying to find our way to class, or punching our lockers hoping that would be the code to let us in. We have gone through so much as a grade, creating memories that will forever be saved in our hearts. We have all gotten very close over the last few years, maybe a little too close. We started elementary school together with 50 kids in the grade, and now we're ending with only 15. We may be a small class, but we grew together to become a small family. Together, we have all had inside jokes and memories together, like when we used to sit in the dark classroom hiding in the back of the room. Those days were the quietest days we have ever had together. We all hid in the back of the room, sitting silently, not wanting anyone to know we were in there, because we thought we could leave after 15 minutes if the teacher did not show up, which is not true. I remember we waited 30 minutes until we walked into the office in a single file line to say they forgot to find coverage. Again. We have all grown as individuals. If it was 3 years prior, we would have never been trusted alone. They made sure to always have 2 teachers in the room to keep us contained. We all matured as the years went on. Now, senior year, we look back and think there's no possible way we ever acted like the now 7th graders do. From a young age, I wanted to be the best person that I could be. I would not have been able to do it without my mom. She always allowed me to join as many activities as I wanted to and put me in any sport I wanted to try. From horseback riding to bowling, she told me to never give up and push me towards a successful future. When she found out I would have to quit Girl Scouts because we would not have a troop leader, she stepped up to become the assistant leader. My mom taught me to never give up and always try new things. She told me when I made a commitment to something, I had to stick with it until the end. When I was younger, I wanted to quit softball because I had the worst hand-eye coordination and hated standing in a field waiting for a ball I probably wouldn't be able to catch. My mom told me I could not quit. I made a commitment to the team and I needed to follow through until the end of the season. She reminded me that it would not be fair for me to just leave in the middle of something. If I did not like it, I did not have to join back the next season, but I had to finish the one I was in. My best advice would be to live your life the way you want to live it. You cannot change anything but your own future, and you cannot let other people bring you down. Some people want to see you struggle for their own success. Don't change the way you live your life because someone is jealous of you. To conclude, I want to again congratulate my fellow graduates for never giving up. Thank you all for all of the memories we made together, both good and bad. I would not have made it through high school without hearing you all complain and giving you my answers. Good luck in finding your new path in life. I know you all will do amazing things.
Next is our valedictorian, graduating with high honors, Aiden Brunel, with his address to the class.
Good afternoon, families, friends, staff, administration, and all my fellow graduates. I stand in front of you today as the valedictorian for the class of 2023. It's crazy to think that we made it this far. All of the hard work we have completed has finally paid off. Looking back to middle school, I never thought I would have the opportunity to be standing here to deliver such an important speech. I've experienced many hardships, good and bad memories, and many other things while attending this high school. I've learned many right and wrong things, and just being in this environment has helped me grow as a person. Thank you to my family for believing in me and never letting me fall. Thank you to my friends who have been there for me and gave me the courage and strength to keep pushing through. Finally, thank you to all the teachers for believing in me and pushing me every single day to be the best student I could have been. You guys aren't just teachers, you're mentors that all of us look up to, and we appreciate everything you have done for us. Thank you.
Well said, Aiden. We would like to now welcome the chairperson of the school committee, Mr. Ronald Riel.
Good afternoon, and I apologize, I have to use my phone. I ran out of ink, so thank God for phones, right? My name is Ron Riel. I am a proud graduate of the North Brookfield Public School System, and I'm grateful to be here with all of you today. In my role as the chair of the North Brookfield School Committee, I want to extend to the graduating class of 2023 the congratulations of all of the citizens of North Brookfield. We are proud of you. The thanks of the citizens of this great town go out to the staff and volunteers who have helped you along this journey. I have just a couple of things I'd like to share with you today. First, on September 12th, 1962, President Kennedy at Rice University announced that the United States would put a man on the moon within a decade with these words: "We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills, because that challenge is one that we are willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one which we intend to win, and the others too. For context, you'll have to go back and watch the speech or read the full speech, because I didn't want to make it that long for you today. Today, I'd like to challenge you to set goals. Set goals for yourself that will force you to grow. If I were to walk into a weightlifting gym and walk up to a barbell of 200 or 300, 400 pounds, I couldn't pick it up, right? And I shouldn't be in the weightlifting gym either, so just keep me out of there. But if I were to set a goal of lifting 200 pounds over my head, and I went to the gym regularly, I very well may be able to lift that 200 pounds in time. And that is the power of setting goals. For the past 13 years, your parents had a goal of seeing you sitting here on this stage and them sitting in the audience being just as proud of you as they could possibly be. You and they have achieved that goal. Sometimes that work that had to be done to achieve the goal was easy. Sometimes that work was hard. Sometimes it was fun. And sometimes it was daunting. But you achieved it. I've had the privilege of hiring a significant number of people in my career. The one thing that I look for on every resume is what goal has this person achieved? Because from this point forward, while I'm certain you'll have the support of others, the majority of the work required to achieve those goals that you set for yourself will be up to you. Make more choices that bring you closer to your goals, and less choices that take you away from your goals, and you will be a success. Second, be for others the person you want them to be for you. If you want a friend, be a friend. If you want a confidant, be a confidant. If you want somebody to help you in times of need, then help someone else in their time of need. If you want someone to be understanding, then be understanding for them. And if you want to be respected, be respectful. Some of us older citizens recognize that advice is don't ask someone to do something they aren't willing to do yourself. In the 1980s, the Army had the slogan, "Be all that you can be." That is my wish for each of you today, is that you become all that you can become, and the world will be a better place for it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rael. This year, as always, our seniors have had the opportunity to apply for a variety of scholarships available to North Brookfield High School graduates. After careful consideration, the recipients have been chosen by various selection committees, and I am authorized to make the following scholarship awards on behalf of the sponsors. We begin our presentation with the American Legion Sawyer Matthew Cairns Post number 41 scholarship. This year's recipient is Aiden Brunel. Thank you. The American Legion Post number 41 also has an award that recognizes a female and a male student who illustrates courage, citizenship, companionship, and character. This year, recipients are Sarahi Rodriguez and Ty Babineau. The Dr. Julius C. Battalius Memorial Scholarship pays tribute to a dedicated educator. Dr. Battaglia spent 35 years as a teacher and school administrator, including 6 years, 1977 through 1983, as principal of North Brookfield High School. His 3 children are graduates of North Brookfield High School. This year's Dr. Julius C. Battaglia Memorial Scholarship is presented to Matthew Adams. Sometimes innocent and promising young lives are taken away from us in the blink of an eye, perhaps in fulfillment of a purpose beyond our understanding. It is fitting that we memorialize such a young life in a manner which will help another to go forward. Thus, a caring community member has created the Sarah J. Coffey Memorial Scholarship. It is my honor to present this scholarship to Sophia Hernley. Each year, the Country Auto Body Athletic Scholarship Fund presents to a senior boy who ranked in the upper 50% of their class and plans to further their education at a 2- or 4-year college or university. This year's recipient is Ty Babineau. Given in memory of a member of the class of 1973 who was killed in an automobile crash following the celebrations the night after her graduation, we have the Wendy Cuthert Memorial Scholarship. It is hoped by her classmates, family, and friends that in remembering Wendy, such a tragedy might never happen again. The recipient of this year's award is Jadriana Valcarcel. The Oscar and Maribel Boucher Memorial Scholarship is awarded annually to the 3rd-ranked member of the graduating class. This year's recipient is Matthew Adams. Robert Drazik was a lifelong resident of North Brookfield and was a member of the class of 1959. Robert was a dedicated school teacher and mentor who loved the town and the people of North Brookfield. In memory, his daughter, Lori, has created the Robert S. Drazik Memorial Scholarship. This year's recipient is Sarahi Rodriguez. Sponsored by the North Brookfield Police Association, the Stephen Kearns Memorial Scholarship commemorates Steve's sacrifice. The recipients of this year's award are Aidan Brunel and Sophia Hernley. Martha Ledoux Leach was a lifelong resident of North Brookfield and a 1957 graduate of North Brookfield High School. Martha was always proud of the preparation and skills she received here and remained throughout her life a staunch supporter of youth activities and education in North Brookfield. We honor her memory today through the Martha G. Leach Memorial Scholarship. The recipient this year is Jadriana Valcarcel.
Yeah, rock star. Yeah, rock star.
Martin D. Leach, Sr., devoted most of his life in the service of the people, particularly the youth of North Brookfield. Over the period of some 40 years, he served as superintendent of schools, principal, selectman, and founder of a wide variety of youth sports programs. He is fondly remembered with gratitude and respect. We honor his memory with the Martin D. Leach Senior Memorial Scholarship, presented each year to the class Salutatorian. Today's recipient is Sophia Hernley. Steve Kearns and Arvid Silverberg made the supreme sacrifice in Vietnam and are remembered with the Stephen Kearns and Arvid O. Silverberg Memorial Scholarship. The recipient this year is Ty Babineau. Our next award is a Daughters of Isabella North Brookfield Circle 354 Scholarship. This year's recipient is Matthew Adams. Each year, North Brookfield Savings Bank awards a scholarship. This year's recipient is Sarahi Rodriguez. This award is given to a student who lends a listening ear and a helping hand to others. This year's Random Act of Kindness Award goes to Caleb Legacy. The Ann Carey Murphy Memorial Scholarship honors the memory of an English teacher, English department head, and an assistant principal, Ann Carey Murphy. This year's scholarship is awarded to Sophia Hernley. I would now like to take this moment to invite Ms. Malone up to the stage.
As a resident of North Brookfield for 30 years and watching her children grow up in the school system, Marianne Malone fell in love with this small town. Known to many as Mom Malone, she spent years helping the athletics program and extracurriculars, was a second mom to those students, and even continued this help and love for NBHS after her children graduated. Marianne was a hairdresser at the Briarwood Retirement Community and loved making others smile and brightening their day. The service to others, importance of family, and love for others' happiness is what Marianne lived by, even on her last day. Marianne passed away unexpectedly in October of 2017, and in her memory, the Marianne Horgan Memorial Scholarship was created. This year's recipient is Jadriana Valcarcel.
Thank you, Ms. Malone. We now have the Theodore P. and Stella M. Drazik Memorial Scholarship. Both longtime residents of North Brookfield, Mr. Drazik was a land surveyor, and Mrs. Drazik was a dedicated and loving domestic engineer. The Drazik Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Matthew Adams. Over 34 years ago, when the class of 1977 tragically lost their class president, Paul Fortin Jr., his parents, the late Eleanor and Paul Fortin Sr., set up the Paul J. Fortin Jr. Memorial Scholarship and wanted it to be awarded to the graduating class president each year. The recipient of this award is Sophia Hernley, the president of the current graduating class. The Strong on Sports Fund sponsors a scholarship based on athletic ability, academic achievement, school spirit, character, and attendance. This year's recipient is Ty Babineau. Established under the will of the late Rose M. Rondeau, is the scholarship known as the Ellen, Mary, and Catherine Griffin Scholarship. The recipient is the female of the current graduating class who has attained the highest scholastic average throughout her 4 years in attendance at North Brookfield. The award this year goes to Sophia Hernley. Julianne Karen was a member of the class of 2007 who tragically lost her life in a car accident just weeks before graduation. At the young age of 18, Julianne accomplished many great things and touched the lives of countless number of people with her infectious smile, her caring and understanding personality, and her compassion for others. Julianne loved to participate in a great many activities. She was involved with the youth of the town as a CCD teacher and as a teacher's aide in the elementary school. One of her proudest moments was not only celebrating her 18th birthday playing her favorite game of basketball, but also becoming the 18th person in North Brookfield's history to score 1,000 points. In a career that same night, it is undeniable that Julianne would have thrived with the challenges of college. To honor Julianne's memory as the person she was and dreamed to be, and to help support others entering the field of her choice, Health Services, I am pleased to present the Julianne Karen Memorial Scholarship to Aidan Brunel. The North Brookfield High School chapter of the National Honor Society is proud to present this scholarship to Sophia Hernley. At this time, I would like to welcome Mr. Damien Surratt to the stage to present the next scholarship. Mr. Surratt.
You got it all prepared for me. Is this for show then? I'm just going to wing it. As association president, I'm very happy to give this scholarship of $500. I want to say it. DB Ty Babineau.
Next, we have the North Brookfield High School Class of 1958 Scholarship. This year, the recipient is Matthew Adams. Phyllis Tamajian endeared herself to so many as a gentle person who exemplified the value of compassion, a positive outlook, and supportive for young people. She would be pleased that her family and friends honor her memory and that of her husband, Harvey, by giving assistance to a promising young person. In that spirit, I am pleased to present the Harvey and Phyllis Tomasian Memorial Scholarship to Jadriana Valcarcel. The Dr. Leal Garrigan Rondeau Scholarship was established under the will of the late Rose M. Rondeau. The recipient is the male graduate of North Brookfield High School who has attained the highest scholastic average throughout his 4 years of attendance at North Brookfield High School and plans to attend a school of higher education. The Dr. Leal Garrigan Rondeau Scholarship recipient is Aiden Brunel. Eleanor DePel, an English and special education teacher in the North Brookfield school system for 10 years, is fondly remembered by her family and friends through the Eleanor Allen DePel Memorial Scholarship, awarded to a student of sound moral character in pursuing a career in education or English. This year's scholarship is awarded to Matthew Adams. On behalf of the Scholarship Awards Committee of the Lions Club of the Brookfields, we are pleased to present a scholarship to Aiden Brunel. Thanks to the generosity of fellow graduates, the North Brookfield High School Alumni Association is extremely pleased to be able to present 4 scholarships this year. The recipients are Matthew Adams, Sophia Hernley, Ty Babineau, Sarahi Rodriguez, today, the North Brookfield Council, number 2381 of the Knights of Columbus, is pleased to present a scholarship to Sophia Hernley. The North Brookfield Youth Soccer League sponsors a scholarship in memory of John Hart, a longtime volunteer, board member and coach for the North Brookfield Youth Soccer Organization. This year's recipient of the John Hart Memorial Scholarship is Ty Babineau. Robert Martinelli was a 2001 graduate of North Brookfield High School who was tragically killed on September 8, 2002, at the very young age of 19. Rob loved the outdoors. He did everything from being captain of the golf team while at North Brookfield High School to bow and flintlock hunting. One of Rob's most outstanding accomplishments was to receive the Eagle Scout badge. At the time of his death, he was a sophomore at Worcester State College, majoring in criminal justice. In his memory, the Robert Martinelli Scholarship was established and is awarded today to Matthew Adams. The state of Massachusetts is once again awarding the John and Abigail Adams Scholarships. Recipients qualify for this by scoring advanced in either the English language arts or mathematics portion of the 10th grade MCAS test. and proficient or advanced in the other portion. Student scores must also be in the top 25% of the students in the district. Recipients receive a 4-year tuition waiver to state colleges and universities. 3 North Brookfield High School seniors are recipients of the John and Abigail Adams Scholarship this year. Would the following students please stand as your names are called? Ty Babineau. Sophia Hernley. Brendan White. Well done, and thank you. Today, we have made presentations totaling $38,000, which includes the approximately given by the state of Massachusetts to the John and Abigail Adams Scholarship recipients. This figure does not include any awards our graduates may be receiving from various post-secondary institutions. This is a most welcome and encouraging demonstration of support for our young people, and a genuine tribute to the memory of those for whom many awards are named. We are most fortunate to receive such outstanding support from the various donors who have provided these awards. On behalf of North Brookfield High School and the class of 2023, I extend our deepest appreciation to all those who have helped make these awards possible. At this time, I would like to invite Superintendent McCormick to the podium to speak.
Good afternoon and welcome again. I first want to applaud Aiden, Sophia, Mateo, and Ty for a fantastic job today, and also Friday for class day. I know that you all expressed some anxiety in speaking. You all did a fantastic job. So a nice round of applause for those 4. I also want to give a big shout out to Mr. Hatch, Ms. Pelletier, your class advisors. I know that this duo went above and beyond to make your senior year fun and exciting, and deservingly so. I want to add that Ms. Pelletier is a first-year school counselor, and she took this task on, and she did a fantastic job. So congratulations to both of you. To our teachers, administrators, support staff, many who are here today, I see some to my right, some to my left, and some in the back, the cheap seats. I want to thank all of you. You truly are a fantastic group to work with, and this senior class owes you a lot of gratitude and thank you for your support. At this time, I would like to ask all the teachers and support staff who are here today to please stand to be recognized. Don't be shy. You had Mr. Tift and Ms. LeCare in the way back, so I just want to make sure we saw them as well. I don't believe she's here today, but I want to give a special recognition to Miss Brenda Casey, who's retiring at the end of the school year after 36 years as a paraprofessional. Brenda has worked with thousands of students over the years, and she'll be greatly missed. But we wish her the best, and we hope that she enjoys being a full-time grandmother. Next, to our families, our parents, our grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, girlfriends, boyfriends, everybody who's here today to show their support and their love for our graduates. These graduates are truly lucky to have all of you. We're lucky to have you as families, so we appreciate all of you as well. You guys should be clapping. Having had the privilege of being your principal last year during your junior year, and now your superintendent, I can wholeheartedly say that although small in numbers, you guys have definitely left your mark at North Brookfield. As you reflect back on your growth from last year to this year and years before, Our hope is that you feel prepared to tackle the challenges and opportunities that inevitably will lie ahead of you after you leave North Brookfield High School. Let me leave you with 3 pieces of advice that I've picked up, reshaped over the years that have helped me both professionally and personally that I think you may find helpful. Number 1, celebrate these successes. In a world of social media, we are constantly looking for the next best thing. Today is a great day. Today is a day you should be proud of. Today is a day you've worked hard for. So please take the time to celebrate this and celebrate days like this. Number 2, give thanks and show gratitude to those people in your life who you love and who support you. Your parents, your teachers, your friends, your superintendent. We are here to support you. Give us thanks, and we will thank you. Please let these people know how much they mean to you and how much you care. And number 3 is do not be afraid to ask for help and learn from your mistakes by failing forward. The concept of failing forward was coined from leader and author John Maxwell, and simply means that you have chosen to respect each failure for the lessons it teaches you, and to apply those lessons to future efforts, even if those efforts may also fail. Each failure brings you closer to ultimate success when you're failing forward. Remember to embrace your failures, be persistent, learn from your mistakes, and know that failures give you a chance to learn and grow. Successful people learn from their failures, evolve, and move forward. This concept is even more relevant when people learn to ask for help. Never, never be too proud to ask for help when you need it, and reciprocate as often as you can. And finally, whether you're headed to college, to the workforce, taking a gap year, be proud and move forward with your high school diploma from North Brookfield Junior Senior High School. We wish you all the best, and you will always be welcome back as proud alumni. Congratulations to the class of 2023.
Thank you, Mr. McCormick. At this time, I would like to invite Superintendent McCormick, School Committee Chairperson Ronald Rael, Ms. Cassandra Pellissier, and Mr. Andrew Hatch, class advisors, for the presentation of diplomas.
Aiden Brunel. Sophia Hernley. Matthew Adams. Ty Babineau. Sarahi Jaliz Rodriguez. Jadriana Christelle Valcarcel. Kyle Connor. Zoe Cataldo. Brendan White. Connor Morse. Madden Gower. Emma Lamontagne. Caleb Legacy.
At this time, the administration would like to certify that the members of the class of 2023 receiving their diplomas today have met all the requirements of North Brookfield Public Schools, as well as the requirements from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. I now present to you the graduation class of North Brookfield High School, class of 2023.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. After we head out of here, we're going to go throw our caps outside. I hope it's not raining. We'll be by the bridge in front of the high school, so that's where these guys are going to process out of here in just a moment. Thank you so much for coming.